Alright, here we are for another Scratch tutorial. Last week we did a maze, and this week we're going to kind of do the next step of that and do a scrolling maze. Alright, so I'm going to hit the flag here and we'll take a look. So you see the lines are going up. When they hit the pink at the top, they disappear and they reappear down at the bottom. Now the goal is to try to get to the bottom. If you hit the green, then hey, you win. So that's the game's, the map scrolls up and you have to try to get to the bottom. When you hit the green, that's when you win. So let's take a look at the script that I have here for the cat. Now I have move left to right over here, which we've used a bunch before. That's nothing new. One thing new that I had to put in is I had to simulate some sort of gravity, because the purple lines were moving up, so I had to tell the cat how to move down. So what I did is, at the beginning, it's going to go to this position, it's going to set size to 20, then forever. If it's touching the purple line, which this might look black, but it's actually a purple line, it's going to change the y-axis, the up and down, by 3. So it's going to go up 3 at speed 3. If it's not touching purple, which is basically whenever it's falling, whenever it's in the white and not touching any purple, it's going to go down by 4. So a -4. And the reason when it's touching purple it goes up by 3, and the reason I chose speed 3 is because over here on my lines, my purple lines that I made, if you can see down here, I said change y by 3. So those two are actually matching. So what I'm telling it is the line is going to be moving up at speed 3, and when the cat is touching the line, it's also going to be moving up at speed 3. So this is my simulated gravity here. This is move left to right, that's normal, and the moving left to right is not going to affect the moving up and down at all, because we have change x-axis here and then we have change y. So let's take a look at the lines. Now the way I made my lines, and you can make them a different way, it's up to you, is I went to this little button here and I went into costumes and I grabbed it and I made it the length that I wanted to make it, and then I changed the color to this pinkish and shortened it up here just to make a small line like that. You can also add in white boxes because your background is white, and so if I wanted to add gaps here, there, I just added a gap, and I could add another gap if I want, right? And so you see the gaps that I put in here, you know, the line, and you can customize it however you desire. But I already have some made, so I'm just going to delete that. But to show you some of the scripts that I've made here for it is, alright, when I click the flag, it's going to show it. It's going to go to a specific costume because I've made 1, 2, 3, 4 different costumes here for it. Which basically I just drew a line, then I duplicated that line, and then I put white boxes in different spots on it. So it's going to go to a specific costume. Then it's going to go to the coordinates that are like down here. And when it touches this pink color, it's going to hide, go to the next costume, which if you started on this one, it's going to drop to this costume. Then the next time it hits the pink, it's going to go to the next one. And then it's going to change its y coordinates by 3. So it's going to go up 3. So that's basically a majority of the game, right? The cat's going down, it moves left to right, the button's going up, and I made 2 of them. So one starts at the bottom, one starts at the middle. The only other part to it is the winning and losing. So this is the script for my winning and losing. When you hit the green at the bottom, when the cat hits the green, he goes to 0, 0, which is the center. He changes in size, he grows, and he says you win, and then waits 1 second and stops all. And it's kind of the opposite when he hits the pink at the top. If you touch the pink, then you change size, you grow, says you lose, and then wait a second and it stops all again. So that's my little scrolling maze that I've made. Make sure to have fun with it and do your best.